Hello friends, transfer news continues at full speed. Today we evaluate the agenda. If you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe for free. Enjoy watching. Neymar could retrace his steps back to Santos after having an effective conversation with the club president about a possible return. Neymar's connection with Santos remains strong, evident from his attendance at a recent match between Santos and Corinthians while wearing the club's logo on his t-shirt. His visit sparked speculation of a potential return to his roots where he made his professional debut, which has been further fueled by President Marcelo Teixeira's revelation that he had a brief yet pivotal meeting with the forward regarding a potential return to the club. Neymar, currently sidelined due to a severe anterior cruciate ligament and meniscus tear, is undergoing rehabilitation in Brazil. The Al Hilal player, who has faced challenges in Saudi Arabia, will hit free agency in 2025, and recent developments suggest a significant possibility of Neymar's reunion with Santos. However, Teixeira emphasized the importance of Neymar's full recovery before considering a return to Santos, indicating cautious optimism about the prospect. Enzo Fernandez is reportedly ready to leave Chelsea just 18 months after joining the club, as the midfielder has offered himself to Barcelona. The Argentina international has decided he wants to leave the Stamford Bridge club and has his heart set on a move to Barcelona. The Catalan side are looking to strengthen their squad for next season and previously showed interest in the ex-Benfica star given his excellent role in Argentina's World Cup success in 2022. However, there are several obstacles that will likely prevent the 23-year-old from getting his desired move to Camp Nou. For one, Barcelona's dire financial situation will make it difficult for them to afford his wages and, most of all, transfer fee, given Chelsea spent a whopping £107 million to sign him in January 2023. Plus, he is tied to the London side until 2032. Matthijs de Ligt has moved a step closer to Manchester United after a humiliating snub by his Bayern Munich manager Thomas Tuchel on Saturday. De Ligt has fallen well down the pecking order at Bayern this season and does not see eye to eye with Tuchel, who is understood to not be a fan of the Dutch defender. But on Saturday, De Ligt received his biggest humiliation yet, as Tuchel preferred Eric Dier ahead of the ex-Juventus man. Tuchel fielded a back three against Bayer Leverkusen with Dier in the middle, flanked by fellow centre-backs Kim Min-jae and Dayot Upamecano. Bayern and Dier produced a horrific performance as they were thrashed 3-0 by Leverkusen, fallen 5 points behind them at the top of the table. De Ligt stayed on the bench for the whole game. This episode has made it even more likely that De Ligt will be sold by Bayern at the end of the season. According to Sky Germany, Bayern have made it clear to Manchester United and all interested parties that De Ligt is available for sale at the end of the season. Manchester United and De Ligt had been interested in doing a deal during the January transfer window, but Bayern wished to keep the player until the end of the term. We'll see how De Ligt is doing in the coming days. Chelsea have threatened Conor Gallagher with a summer sale if he does not sign a new contract. That is according to Fabrizio Romano, who reports that it has been made clear to Gallagher that if he does not renew his deal he will be sold this summer. The reason for this is because Gallagher's contract at Stamford Bridge will expire in 2025 and Chelsea will not allow him to run his deal down. Either he extends his deal or they will sell in order to make back a transfer fee. Conor Gallagher is another name at Chelsea continuing to attract headlines, but it's another one that's not resolved yet. Despite reports from some sources that Chelsea have now decided to sell the midfielder, there's nothing confirmed yet. We will see in the next months, Romano said. Bayern Munich are set to compete with Barcelona and Inter to secure the signature of Adrien Rabiot in the summer. The Bundesliga giants are eyeing moves for Argentinos Juniors midfielder Federico Redondo and Juventus star Adrien Rabiot in the summer. Rabiot, who becomes a free agent at the end of the ongoing season, is also wanted by Barcelona and Inter. The journalist further claims that the Bundesliga giants have also added players like Martin Zubimendi and Palhinha to their shortlist as they eye a major overhaul in their midfield next season. Real Madrid's André Lunin picked his favorite between Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, as both the stars are being linked to the La Liga giants. Both Haaland and Mbappe have been heavily linked with moves to Real Madrid, with ongoing speculation surrounding their potential transfers to the Santiago Bernabeu. While most fans would be divided on their opinions, Lunin had little doubt while making his pick during a quickfire questions and answers. Lunin had no qualms in choosing Manchester City's Norwegian sensation over the France and Paris Saint-Germain talisman. The goalkeeper told El Chiringuito, as a number 9, Erling Haaland. Lunin's choice seems to be guided by Haaland's suitability as a traditional number 9, contrasting with Mbappe's versatility across various attacking positions. If either of the superstars joins Madrid, it would be a Galactico signing, further strengthening the team alongside talents like Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham. Mbappe has reportedly already made his choice to leave PSG in the summer. but he wants to do so on amicable terms and has allegedly promised to give up on a hefty loyalty bonus of €80 million in the event of a summer exit from Paris. Calvin Phillips has candidly admitted to feeling useless and sad at Manchester City but remains enthusiastic about his new venture at West Ham. Phillips, who enjoyed 7 successful years at his boyhood club Leeds, made a significant move to Manchester City in July 2022 for a reported £42 million. Despite harboring ambitions of becoming a regular starter under manager Pep Guardiola, Phillips struggled to secure consistent playing time during his 18-month stint at the Etihad Stadium. With only 5 starts and 26 substitute appearances across all competitions, the midfielder admitted feeling useless due to his lack of involvement. Speaking to the official club media of West Ham, Phillips said, "The one thing that I wanted when I left Manchester City in January was to be back playing and to be enjoying myself playing football as well. When you don't play football for so long, you kind of feel a little bit useless because you've not been doing anything. So, for me, it was just more coming to a good club with good fans and just enjoying my football again. I was very sad when I knew that my next step had to be to move on, but I got over that quite quickly and was just more excited than anything to get down here and see the place and see how London is, which is very busy. I was very excited to get going." Pep Guardiola believes that Jurgen Klopp will return to management sooner than later, after his impending departure from Liverpool in the summer. Klopp recently sent shockwaves through the football world by announcing his decision to step down as Liverpool's manager at the end of the season. This revelation comes after 9 remarkable years at Anfield, during which Klopp led Liverpool to numerous triumphs, including a Premier League title and a Champions League trophy. Guardiola, speaking to Eurosport ahead of Manchester City's match against Everton, said, "I'm pretty sure he will be back. Where? I don't know. Only he knows it. He will rest a little bit and relax and take the perspective because, when you are playing, every third day season after season, it's difficult to take a perspective of what I'm doing, who we are, what I want in life. Sometimes to take a break is really good." He's going to decide his best. Frenkie de Jong could reportedly head to England as Chelsea and Manchester United battle Paris Saint-Germain for the Barcelona midfielder. The Dutchman's future at Barcelona remains uncertain, with the midfielder understood to be open to a potential exit in the upcoming summer transfer window if a suitable offer is tabled. Despite efforts to negotiate a contract extension, no progress has been made, raising doubts about his continuity at the club. The situation is compounded by de Jong's status as the highest-paid player in the squad, with talks of substantial earnings exceeding €20 million net annually for the last 2 seasons after he compromised on his wages during the pandemic. Barcelona's sports director, Deco, has attempted to initiate discussions for a contract renewal until 2029, aiming to adjust the player's salary distribution over an extended period. However, negotiations have stalled, and the club may need to consider selling one of their key assets this summer despite the player previously resisting a sale as he wishes to succeed at Barcelona. Nottingham Forest won the race for USA star Jong and Reyna as they put a higher offer in place, with said deal leaving Fiorentina disappointed. The United States international playmaker was on the move as the January transfer window swung shut. Borussia Dortmund opened themselves up to offers, with a loan agreement eventually pushed through after extending the 21-year-old's contract in Germany. Reyna had attracted interest from across Europe, with teams in Italy and France also said to be keen, but he ended up embracing a Premier League challenge at the City Ground. That switch impacted a number of other clubs, with Cagliari unable to lure Antonin Barak away from Fiorentina as the Serie A outfit were outmaneuvered in their bid for Reyna. Arsenal defender Ben White is close to signing a new deal with the North London club, Football Transfers can reveal. The centre-back has been in talks with the club over fresh terms since last year, but now we are told a contract of 4 years plus the option of an extra one is close to being finalised. The 26-year-old, who joined Arsenal from Brighton for €58 million in the summer of 2021, has quickly become a crucial part of Mikel Arteta's defensive setup, and the club wished to merit that with a new deal at the Emirates. We are told negotiations for the contract extension are in advanced stages and there is confidence that it can be sealed soon. White's current deal runs until 2026, but Arsenal are keen to reward the Englishman for his form over the past couple of seasons, in which the club have pushed for a Premier League title. Sporting director Edu has spearheaded negotiations for Arsenal, aiming to learn from past mistakes and avoid the risk of losing players for nothing as their contracts approach expiration. Fabrizio Romano has given the state of play on Kefren Thuram's potential move to Arsenal this summer. The nice midfielder is regarded as one of the most exciting young players in his position in all of Europe. The 22-year-old son of France legend Lilian Thuram has been heavily linked to a host of top European clubs, including Liverpool and Juventus, and in recent days, there have been a number of reports that Arsenal have joined the race for the star. Arsenal are in the market for a central midfielder this summer. Thomas Partey is likely to leave as he has 1 year left on his contract and has regularly been suffering from injuries. Meanwhile, Jorginho is now more of a rotation player and will continue to be so even if he renews his contract that expires at the end of the season. Romano says there is nothing concrete in Arsenal's interest in Thuram, but he confirms that the Gunners are considering both Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad and Douglas Luiz of Aston Villa for the position.